first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, kick, blue check.
First play, and Young is going to throw it.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Young on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let him fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Give them 18 on the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Niners at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Panthersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Young to throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by her. Touchdown! Adam Thielen! Adam Thielen! His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Again, it's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 27, Young.
That's going to be caught. It's Chenault.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Check white. Yellow. Line.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Young to throw it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here is Young. His throw incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Young will set to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 31, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Lance finding Kittle, 1st down San Francisco.
A healthier Kittle was back in his Pro Bowl form in 2021. Even missing 13 games the last 3 years, he's still second among tight ends in yards since his breakout 2018 campaign. Gets another chunk of yards there and a first down with that catch.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
Short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on third down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. Third down incompletion, fourth down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Young working out of the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there. A nice game.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Lance now on first down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's three for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Young.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Let's go.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
It's showtime, baby. Nothing here. Let's go, man. Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing. Ready.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. The Lance going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot, 17.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Lance. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Lance now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't. Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check, pitch, blue check, Smith red.
Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Young on 3rd down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll return it from the 6. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Lance now on 1st down.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it.
He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Lance looks to throw again.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lance.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Working from the gun. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw, Young. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Young now. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Blue check. Smith red.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And room there to work it inside the 25.
51 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Yellow. Check right. Yellow. Run.
Another run here with Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Panthers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Lance.
And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Young.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw, Young.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
Touchdown, Panthers! Miles Sanders from 6 yards away.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And quickly they get to the line.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. From just shy of midfield,
Lance. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
Now Lance again. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Lance. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger here.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Lance going to try to throw for this. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone.